Good morning, Jean-Michel. We are in Tetras field in France. Can you introduce yourself and your airplane?
Well, I'm quite an old pilot, old-timer pilot, and I'm flying since more than 50 years. Of course, I began on the small planes like Super Cub, Piper Cubs, Tiger Moth, and so on. And I had the chance to enter in Air France, and I've been flying on long-haul flights, Boeing 747 for more than 35 years.
Since when did you start using Behringer system?
Well, since I bought the Tetras, I tried to have the best with the Tetras, and of course I asked to have a special Behringer wheels and brakes on the Tetras, so almost 3 years.
Okay. Braking system do you use, like a differential or symmetrical braking?
Well, we have the choice. We tried, because that's the main idea, to be the simplest possible and the lightest possible, so we have one actuator on the main stick, and that gives us very good braking action. Of course, with the differential it could be more complicated and more weight, so we went to the one axis.
And so you don't feel you need it when you land on in the mountains or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. And talking about winter, how do you fly?
Well, of course, in winter also it was a choice discussed with Behringer, and we choose a 400 by 6 with also a tire of 400 by 6, and that's interesting because we save almost 10 pounds per wheel compared with the big wheels of
okay, and so you mount these 400 by 6 wheels and tires on skis, right?
Yeah. Speaking of the skis, we choose also the best, like Behringer, and we choose the Canadian skis, Datum, which are very light and with, that's something interesting, actuator, electric actuator. Generally on the skis or on big planes they are hydraulic, but electric are quite light and very efficient even in low temperatures. And one thing we can say also that Behringer make us a special axis which permits and to gain almost 300 grams on the total weight.
Okay. Why did you choose Behringer compared to another system? Why did you do the upgrade 3 years ago?
I say again, that's for efficiency, the weight, the durability in time, I think, and of course the look, because they are very nice in red or blue.
Yeah. And Jean-Michel, do you use the pressure regulator allier on your plane?
Well, on the beginning I used the normal regulator, but I thought that to land on special fields, quite short and with humid grass, it should be very interesting to have the special allier, especially inline regulator, which is adjustable, and of course I use it since 2 years. That means I can land very safely on special rough conditions.
What would be, on your mind, the best improvement that you gain with Behringer?
To be very sure of the efficiency. Of course, on the plane we try. A plane is made to fly, not to run on the ground with a big braking action. But of course, we try not to brake, but when we have to brake in special conditions, special difficult condition, very small fields in the mountains, we are very sure that the efficiency is there, and so very light to brake and very efficient. Of course, the weight, which is much better than the competitors.
Okay. And talking about the use, do you? What about the lifetime of the parts, of the pads, of the discs, of the consumables?
Well, as I told you, we try not to brake, but when we are braking very hard. And in 3 years, it's like totally new. We saw nothing on the use.
And so, do you do the maintenance by yourself, or?
Yes, and one interesting thing, I mount myself, because the papers given by Behringer were so clear that I could mount by myself.
All right, so thank you very much, Jean-Michel. It's been a pleasure, and blue skies and safe landings.